Does your home have an elevator? How often do you ride it? I recently moved into a new apartment in a high-rise building with an elevator. However, after a recent story that happened to me, I'm afraid to ride it. This story happened at 9 p.m. As luck will have it, the water was turned off, so I had to go to the nearest convenience store to buy it. I live on the 8th floor, so I use the elevator all the time. I was sometimes surprised that there was a bare wall next to it, as if there had once been an elevator. I left the apartment without even taking my phone with me. I thought it wouldn't take me go too long to the store. Strangely enough, an older elevator appeared next to my old one. A new, shiny one. It just beckoned to me. Regardless, I pressed the call button for the old elevator. It didn't answer. Was it broken? Well, I'd have to take the new one. I pressed the button and the elevator opened immediately, as if it was waiting for me. Inside it was very old and shabby, which made me feel uncomfortable. It was covered in huge scratches. Then the elevator went. Something didn't feel right. Something wasn't right here. At some point I realized the elevator was talking too long. For 2 minutes now, it doesn't even think about stopping. It's just going down. Suddenly, the lights went off, but the elevator was still going. I went to the door and pounded on it with my fist. Already I know it was no use. The elevator was going down. Or rather, it was going down. Then I stopped, bumping into something hard. Suddenly, someone started scratching the bottom of the elevator. Then the doors for a second opened, and I could see a creature. It was black, with what looked to me like horns and no eyes. Or rather, there were hollows in their place. They were darker than darkness and stared at me piercingly. I could not move. Fear was restraining me. Then the lights came on and the elevator doors opened. I found myself on the first floor. I looked at my watch. It was almost 11 p.m. I had been in the elevator for 2 hours. I didn't have time for water anymore. I turned around to look at the elevator again, but it wasn't there anymore. Just the bare wall that always surprised me. It was clear now what it held. In the morning, I told everything to my friend who lived in the same building on floor above. He in turn told me the following story. Once upon a time, there really was an elevator. It worked fine, but since 2016, the residents of the house began to hear strange noises in the shaft at night. Everyone says it sounded like someone is scratching something with their clothes. It was nasty and loud. A few people decided to check it out, and gone. Only one remained. Raving about something about a black creature without eyes that had torn his comrades apart. Of course, no one believed him, and he was sent to the asylum. But the sounds didn't stop. Exactly 1 year later, people started disappearing in the elevator. Whoever was still alive was raving about a creature with no eyes and huge claws. That's when they knew something was wrong. They couldn't all have conspired. No one went to check. No one cleaned the elevator itself, but just covered it with planks and paint over. The residents stopped hearing the sounds. But once a year at 9 p.m., the elevator would reappear in its former place and another elevator wouldn't work. And whoever decided to walk would be killed by this eyeless monster. It's strange that I hadn't heard about this story before. Listen carefully. Maybe you heard these suspicious noises in your house too. Do you like scary stories? Then subscribe to my channel and check out last week's video.